When you left high school and ended up in Iowa, did you expect the journey to end here or at a school of this level? And can you just talk about that? Obviously, it was a little bit different path than a normal high school recruit takes.
So I didn't know what to expect going into JUCO. I expected it to be worse than it actually was, but it actually turned out good because I ended up here. So yeah, that's what I gotta say.
All right, we'll stay there for Brendan.
I guess what was your expectation of junior college? You said you thought it would be worse than it was, and I guess what was the reality of it, and how did it prepare you to get to Florida State ultimately?
So, of course, that Netflix show on Indy, I thought it was going to be similar to that, but it wasn't anywhere near that. We have an indoor facility up there, so that was something I didn't expect. Coaching staff, we had good types of living. The living was pretty good. I had my own room and stuff like that. I didn't expect to have that. And then as far as like gear and stuff, we had I'd say we had good quality type of gear, and just everything in general was good, better than I expected.
All right, we'll go second on the left for Jack.
You're coming off of a NJCAA national championship with Iowa Western. You're going into a program that does have big expectations coming up this season as well. I guess with the championship standard mindset, is there anything that you can transition from, what you experienced in junior college to here?
So I feel like they prepared me for here. The transition has been pretty easy, I feel like. Even though new people have been in like beginners type of stuff, but in general it's been an easy transition, so they prepared me pretty good.
Okay, we'll stay at that table for Wes.
Yeah, what's it, last year you didn't play, redshirted last year. What's it like, to have a year off of football? How do you feel like, and how's it been getting to FSU practices and acclimating with that?
Of course, I wanted to play last year, but my coach had a better insight for me. So it's been, like I said to this guy right here, it's been an easy transition, but I'm ready to play this season and keep playing for these next 3 or 4 years.
Okay, next question will be second row on your right for Ira.
Yeah, mine's going to be along the same lines. And I know they did you a favor basically by not playing you last year. What were the practices like? You were on a great team, great players all around you, a bunch of D1 guys. Did you feel like in practices that you belonged with those caliber players, and how much confidence did that give you?
Yeah, my DB coach there, he was really important with us. We woke up early pretty much every day. We got early work before the team even got to practice. So, and then like you said, we had a lot of players that went Division I this past year. So yeah, it really made me feel, because before I went there, I didn't really know my potential. So me being able to fit in with those type of guys, my confidence definitely went up.
We'll go back to Brendan, front row on your left.
When did you realize that Florida State was interested in you? Can you kind of walk us through how you initially found out that FSU might be an option for you?
Yeah, so I talked to JC because he actually worked at Iowa Western some years ago. So he texted me on Twitter one day, like a month before spring ended. He texted me on Twitter. Originally, I was supposed to come up here for an unofficial visit, and then I think they looked over my film somewhere, and then they wanted me to come on an official because Coach Fuller had came to a practice. He liked what he saw, so that's why I ended up here.
Come back to Ira on your right.
Because you came kind of a non-traditional route, do you feel like you have to prove something, or is that just just part of everybody's got a different experience?
Yeah, coming from a JUCO, it's like you said, not traditional way of coming to a school like this. So I feel like I still have to earn my stripes here, of course, but I'm ready for it. I'm ready for the challenge. Yeah.
All right, next will be Ashlynd in the back right corner.
You're from Georgia. You were in Iowa. Did you bet on yourself? What made you bet on yourself? What went into that decision? And I guess how fulfilling is it now that you're here?
So coming out of high school, I really didn't have that many top offers. That's why I went to JUCO. And because I believed in myself, I felt like I can do better than the schools that were reaching out to me. So I went to a JUCO, and I bet it on myself. So.
We'll go back to Essen on your left.
Has there been anyone that's kind of you've been talking to try to learn from as soon as you got to campus, and who's someone's brain you want to pick while you're here, and what's it like working with Coach Sertan?
So Akeem, I look up to him because he's been a 3-year starter, I'm pretty sure. Shy, he played a lot last year. KP, they really helped me the most since I've been here so far.
We'll come front row on your right.
With how late in the process and kind of how quick your FSU recruitment happened, I guess, how much, be it on your official visit or otherwise, did they kind of talk to you about, how much of an instant impact they're kind of hoping you'll be able to make in the secondary?
Yes, sir. They said, of course, the depth at safety isn't as deep as this past year, so they try to bring me in. And in practice, they've had me in the rotation behind the previous players that just played a lot last year. So I've been trying to learn the playbook and get used to it.
We'll go back to Chris, front row on your left.
How do you describe your game at safety, and what's your versatility like in the sense of do you feel like you can play multiple roles in the back half?
I feel like I have a lot of I feel like I can play a lot on the field. As far as lengthwise, I can cover a lot of the field. I feel like I'm a pretty good tackler as well. I can come down and make a hit. I feel like those are my strengths. But I feel like I fit right into this defense. Safeties are pretty much free for the most part, so they are able to make a lot of plays in this defense.
Go back to Ira, second row on your right.
Are there any players in the NFL or previously that you've watched that you kind of like, or across college football that you like the way they play and you like to try to emulate?
Yeah, I like Jalen Petrie. He's in the NFL. He just went to he's on the Texans actually. My childhood guy I looked up to was Richard Sherman, so I'm a Seahawks fan. So yeah.
Just his play, or do you like his personality too? Like just kind of the swag he's got?
Richard Sherman? I think both. I like that. Yeah.
We'll go back to Aslan.
I know nothing's ever guaranteed, but with like that lack of depth and the kind of conversations you've had with the coaching staff, like do you feel there's like a legitimate opportunity? And like, can you get ready in time to contribute early on to this season with the lack of depth they have at safety?
Yeah, I definitely feel like I can be able to help this team out on the back end. I just, like I said previously, the playbook's not that hard to learn, but it comes with reps and stuff. So I can definitely be able to learn it before the season starts easily.
All right. Thanks, Ashley.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.